And we're live.
I also did. Yeah, I did that flight simulator stream. Have you guys played Microsoft Flight Simulator at all?
I know Woody's played a good bit.
Oh man, it's so much fun. What do you think of it?
I really loved it at first, and it's not a game, right? It's a flight it's a simulator, and it's a different thing. Yeah. And at first, I kind of just went to different places, saw different sites, pyramids, Grand Canyons, etc., etc. Usually, I hold a poll. My chat determines where we go. And after a while, it's like, all right, so I did that now. I can do barrel rolls and loops, and
I'm so glad you're saying this.
What do I do next?
Because that game's so fucking lame. That game is so fucking lame. Like, I'm sorry to anybody who loves the game. I'm not saying you're lame. Like, it's fine to like lame things, but the game is lame. The game is all simulator games are lame, by the way. In my opinion,
all of them.
All of them. Truck driver simulator. It's a white trash job, and you're like sitting at your $4,000 computer paying $60 to like pretend to do it for a little while. That must be so insulting to actual truck drivers, right? Like absolutely. It's absurd. The whole thing
insults
is.
I have truck drivers in my family. I don't give a fuck. They're not like these people are stealing our job for pretend.
Do they know? Imagine like some long. No,
the last thing they want to do is play work simulator.
It just doesn't make sense to me because like I like the idea of flying to the places. I think if I played the game, I'd be on the same page as Woody. Like, man, this was really fun for the first 3 or 4 times, especially if people are watching you play it and you're telling you where to go and then you're going there. That sounds fun for a little while. Mm-hmm. But the idea of just like doing a flight check and flipping all the switches and hitting the knobs. And I mean, it's a real fucking plane and it's a good game. So of course the thing has fucking autopilot.
Not all of them, but I want to, so a flight simulator is a really, really complicated thing, right? What they've done in modeling the weather and the icing and the problems and really the potential outs and stuff is amazing. Like it is a feat of engineering to recreate flying and weather and planes in this game, I'll call it, this simulator. Mm-hmm. Having said that, like, cool. So like the pre-flight checks are really in depth. Like, where's the fun again? I'm struggling to find some of the fun sometimes.
I think the fun, because I feel, by the way, I agree with all of you. That's the reason we did the LA to Dubai flight for 17 hours, like in that cockpit, because to me, it's not fun. Like, to me, it's like you're just sitting there hanging out and letting the plane fly itself on autopilot. And that's
it was basically just chatting in costume. That's what made it good.
That's a podcast. That was a 17-hour podcast you did there.
Yeah.
That's
hey
exactly
guys,
right.
I'm doing a flight simulator right now. I'm pretending. See, this whole podcast, you won't see my hands doing it, but I'll be. Hang on, I'm gonna put her on autopilot, boys. All right, there we go. We're flight simulating this whole podcast.
You know what a good simulator is? And I haven't played it, but people suggested it to me, and I looked it up on YouTube. It's Surgery Simulator.
Ooh.
And you have to perform surgery on people, and the controls are it's not so horrible controls that it's like, whoa, I'm flinging the spleen around, but it is hard enough that if you genuinely really, really try, you're probably still going to fuck it up, and there's going to be a lot of blood and like panicking and like beep, 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 like killing people. And I think
is it multiplayer?
I don't know. I don't know how it would be.
Because like I'll tell you how it would be. Like in a regular surgery, you've got a couple of surgeons there, right? Or at least a surgeon and a couple of nurses. The guy who's always asking for suction or some gauze or sponges or asking for the instruments. Like if I nick an artery, I'm gonna need you to clamp that bitch off.
Yeah, and then you're just gonna see like arms coming in like missing and not able to seal the hole. That one sounds like fun, doesn't it?
See, I like games that do things I can't do in real life. I can fly.
You can't fly.
Yeah,
no,
I can.
I mean, what plane can you? Can you fly a 747?
Not a 747. Why would I want to fly like a jumbo jet? That's the bus of the sky.
Dude, I'm glad you said that. My chat was constantly asking me to fly bigger and bigger planes. And it's like,
people want that.
We're trying to see my house. What do you think I could do with a 747 going by? First of all, it flies super fast. It's hard to go low. Funny. It's hard to
600 miles per hour.
600 miles per hour.
They want to see you. They want to see you crash, Woody. They want to see you crash. That's why they want.
That is an area where the simulator sucks.
Yep.
It sucks.
It does. It
They
does.
just
I
turn.
really
I
wish that-
need a fiery mess. I need parts flying everywhere. If it's a jumbo jet, lots of screams on the way down. Right? Like
Yes. I want to hear cups and the fish or chicken, whatever they chose, rattling in the back.
that would be great. Imagine that if the tray tables all fell and the people shrieked and the chicken came flying down the aisle and maybe some fucking mashed potatoes hits the screen and then fiery explosions
Blood,
with parts
lots of
going
blood.
everywhere. Blood, lots of blood.
Well,
that would be really cool.
blood.
What Flight
We could
Simulator
vapor-
actually?
I want
If
hijacking attempts.
Yes.
that'd be fun too.
And you have to fight back. You know what? Just a little.
Like they're trying to get in behind you, and I'm the pilot, and Taylor's the co-pilot. I'm like, you gotta hold them off, man. You gotta hold them off while I settle down.
I'm gonna be your air marshal. I'm gonna be your air marshal on that plane, so that when you get hijacked, I could be the guy standing at the cockpit.
That's the right role. You don't have to do anything 95% of the time when you start
Dude,
technically flying.
100% of the time. What have air marshals ever done anything? It's a very expensive job where you just fly around all the time. It'd be funny to have Air Marshal Simulator, and it's just getting to your flight on time all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting in the front.
Man, this is even better than pre-check. Like you're enjoying.
Man, I hate Des Moines so much.
Oh, I failed the background check because of a clerical error. Time to go to City Hall. It just you know what? If you fly jumbo jets, are you in charge of like giving out drinks and candies and like treats to people?
The pilot doesn't do that.
I know, but you know how you can like tap like LB and stuff to switch characters in some games? I don't know. If maybe you can be like, all right, I'm going to go. It's time for the first round of drinks. But you know what? This is level 4. You got to handle a disgruntled, wasted customer. How do you handle that?
That'd be
How do you
fun.
do this?
I
Like
do like how
airplane
you
style,
change,
someone has a
like-
heart attack.
Like you throw the ball as a quarterback and then you flip it and you catch it as the receiver. It totally
Yeah.
needs to be that.
This is hire me, Microsoft. I'll make this way more fun. No, hire all of us. You know?
I just don't like simulators. What I was saying is like I can literally. There's an airport very close to me. I can go there. I can get in a plane. I can pay for an hour or 2 hours of flight lessons. They're cheap, and I'll get to fly some fucking twin engine Cessna for as much as I want. Do stuff with it. They don't just make you let you fly in a straight line. I've done it before, and like we banked hard and like stalled it out, and like
I've done the same thing. Yeah.
it's
Was
fun.
it fun? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really
Super
fun. And it
fun.
was like for the amount of money, it's like a cool gift idea. Honestly, if like you've got a girlfriend or a significant other or a
Good
friend
idea.
who's into that sort of thing, we did it because my cousin Scott was so afraid of flying air travel, and we were having to drive all around the country to film videos. So I was like, we'll get him a flight lesson. And then he'll be master of his domain. And he was ready to literally fist fight as we were trying to get him out of his house to go take the flight lesson. He was like, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out. I'm not going. And we kind of acted like we were going to grab him. He's like, let's go, motherfuckers. I'll knock you both the fuck out. Let's go. And I'm like, I don't think he's kidding. Let's just go. I'll fly.
You don't think the two of you could have taken him?
No.
Wait, so he didn't go. He didn't go, and he didn't
I
go-
went. I used his 2 hours, had a ball, and we continued to drive around the country. For the rest
So he
of
didn't overcome his fear. I was.
he never overcame the fear. No,
all right, well.
he'll
Oh.
never fly.